October 2nd, Ethereum Forecast. Here we go. This is not financial or investment advice. I'm Jack. I'm an engineer gone crypto astrologer. I combine technical analysis with astrology. Beware of the spam bots in the comments below. I'll talk about the Ethereum predictions at the end. And the market themes right now are potential volatility peaking in October. Now let's look at the charts. We'll look at the Ethereum daily, weekly, 2-month, stochastic RSIs, and then Ethereum versus Bitcoin. I also want to look at Ethereum versus Solana as well. It's always fun. So we take a look at the Ethereum chart on the weekly scale. We are bouncing around, just lots of volatility. You know, we saw the peak back in March. We came back to that level, but then we've kind of fallen off. The interesting thing is this accumulation? Is this Wyckoff accumulation? That is certainly possible. I'll give some more evidence of that. But we got this major dump in August, and we've been just going through a washing machine here. If you take the line from this peak, this local peak down to the bottom here, we have a 50% level sitting at 2,473. So that is a important level there. We don't want to go much further than that. So far, we're holding out barely above that right now. So we want to hold that level, which we are so far. There's also this trend line here where we could wick down there again, 2,300 approximately. And now if we go to the RSI, we just got a rejection from this trend line, from this yellow trend line. Well, actually, sorry, moving average. It's a moving average right there. We tried to get up there and we got rejected. So that's not looking good, actually. Let's see if we can get a trend line here. Yeah, so it's not breaking out from this basic kind of trend line. So that's not looking super great. Let's see, let's look at this stochastic RSI. We are on a downtrend as well. This is kind of, you know, a little bit of a downtrend. We are potentially poking out of that, but only time will tell if this is a continued momentum heading into the Ethereum chart or if it's just a fake out. So there's a little bit of hope that we did get the stochastic RSI cross, but we got to keep heading upwards in the coming weeks. All right. So let's now take a look at the Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And we've just been on a downtrend for such a long time. We're hanging out all the way down here. It's so low. And we're not getting an increased volume. So we're still not getting out of the woods yet. Still waiting for volume to spike for us to get a major pump, kind of like we did back in May. But still, we are super low right now. And we still have not gotten a pump. I mean, we have to see this shoot out of here and get over these trend lines. That's really when the real banana zone bull run is going to take off, is when Ethereum does that. And also the altcoin run, because typically Ethereum leads the altcoin run to a fairly large degree. So if Ethereum does that, then we're going to get a massive run. But still, we don't see any signs of that happening right now. All right, so we still are waiting on that. Ethereum versus Solana, or Solana versus Ethereum. Solana is still holding up much stronger. As you can see, we've been on this uptrend for ever since last year. We're just heading up here. And continued uptrend. We're making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Solana is still outperforming Ethereum. All right, what else is new? What else is new? That's the majority of what we are looking at here on the daily. Still, we're just, you know, we're bouncing off this 50% level, so we gotta, we want to see things start to head up. But we did just get almost a black swan event with the attacks in the Middle East. So we got a major spook in the market there, understandably. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a rebound so far. We'll see what happens in the days to come. Okay, let's go back to this one. We get all of those things. All right, so the October 2nd solar eclipse. On October 2nd, solar eclipse is in Libra with the sun and moon conjunct Mercury and the south node. We've talked a lot about this. Good news is we're also getting Uranus trining Pluto and sextile Neptune. Pluto is sextiling Neptune, yeah, and then Saturn trine Mars and trine Venus. So we're getting some very good trines there. So that's the good news. So it's not all bad on this solar eclipse. We're getting some really nice transits here. Kind of feeling into that for my own life because, yeah, there's like one thing that was a little challenging, but looks like we're getting through it. The Ethereum astrology specifically, we're getting 4 nice positives and a couple negatives. Jupiter sextile the Ethereum Uranus, very positive. Neptune trining the Ethereum Saturn, positive. Uranus trine the Ethereum Moon is in orb. That's going to come into effect. Well, it's in effect right now, but it's minor because it's going to come more into effect towards the end of the month. Then October 12th, we're getting Saturn sextiling Ethereum Pluto, which is positive. And that's actually in effect right now on this eclipse. We're getting Jupiter squaring the Ethereum Chiron. It's a little bit negative. Uranus squared Ethereum Jupiter, slightly negative because it's just in orb. So, I mean, the good news is we're getting 4 positives compared to 2 negatives. So things are looking more bullish on the astrology front. So it's looking bullish, which is very good news after Ethereum has been on a downward trend for months and months and months. Once again, we're just going to beat this dead horse. We're going to look at the Russell 2000 again. Still, we are not breaking out into new all-time highs. So typically we need to see this happen before Ethereum. I mean, if the Russell 2000 does this, then Ethereum's going to go off and probably make a new all-time high pretty quickly. So we're still waiting on that. All right. And Ethereum ETF inflows, we'll take a look at that, and then we'll look at another chart and a Wyckoff accumulation chart. All right, let's take a look at all those. Look at the Ethereum ETFs. This is not looking great because October 1st, we look at the total outflows on the right here. Negative $18,000. So that's not good. Last week, I got to move my head a little bit. I mean, last week we got, we got some, on the right, we got 22,000 inflow on the 27th. But, and then we got on the 25th, we got 16,000, but then the rest is, pretty negative. And then October 1st was negative. So we're still waiting on more positive inflows with the Ethereum ETF. Got to keep our eyes on that. Now, this is an interesting chart from BC Backer. I just thought this looked really interesting because this is actually Cardano from last bull run, but and that was after COVID as well. But look at the price action. Look how there was, on this right square here in the blue. We fell off a cliff and it bounced off and then it kind of fell down again. And then before it started heading back up. If we look at the Ethereum chart, scroll down, it's looking a little bit like that. Not exactly, but we did fall off a cliff there and we're still kind of recovering there. So it looks a little bit like this Cardano chart. I just thought that was really interesting. So, typically, price action can sometimes rhyme like it has historically on other charts. So it would be nice if we started, could we be getting a massive pump at some point? And that would be a new all-time high. Or no, I guess maybe it would be a new high for this cycle. So that's looking really interesting. Then in terms of Wyckoff accumulation, it kind of looks like this. Maybe even more so like this one where We got that major dump. Then we're just kind of hanging out here right now in this area. Maybe we're still in phase B. Maybe there's a slight chance we could even be in phase C. We still haven't gotten the big pump out of this area like phase D. So we're still not out of the woods yet, but we could be fairly soon. All right, I mean, look at this. So could it be something along the lines of what we were just looking at there where, you know, maybe it's like that, and then we finally get this major pump out of there. And then there could be something like this. So I just thought that was interesting. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. We're going to get here. So subscribe if you haven't already to receive critical crypto and astrology updates. The predictions, so we're seeing potentially, I mean, if we just look at the astrology here, potential beginnings of bullish price movement. We're still not getting out of the woods yet. We're building a base to spring out of. We saw that Wyckoff accumulation. Though there could still be a surprise correction or black swan event in October or November, all right? But me personally, I am buying in that scenario. Okay, like and share this video. Thanks for tuning in and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see right here if there's any comments. Nope. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.